Hello and welcome to this look at American Truck Simulator with Corrant. We've had a look at the Euro Truck Simulator games before, and I just picked this one up the other day and thought we'd have a go. And as always, there's a copy available for giveaway in the description. So, I haven't played this game very much. I've done a couple of missions just to get the Oculus set up, and as always we'll be playing this with the Oculus Rift VR headset and the Logitech G27 steering wheel. I had a profile already on my computer, it seems, from in the past when I must have downloaded the game, maybe not on a 100% legitimate copy, but I didn't do very much in it. We are totally broke in terms of trucking, with only £4 in the bank. We have no company, no employees, and no trucks in our fleet. So we're going to be doing one of the quick missions in the game to just gather up some cash to get the truck fleet. Now, the game takes place in America, obviously, the United States, and it takes place on the West Coast. We've got California here, Arizona, I think that state is, and Nevada with Las Vegas in it. And looking around, you can visit Los Angeles and San Francisco, which I visited in a mission I played yesterday, which looked amazing with the skyscrapers and stuff, and Las Vegas, which I visited also, which looks great. And looking at the map, you must be able to maybe even see the Grand Canyon, which would be brilliant. But it's all quite sort of desert-like terrain as you get in that part of America. So we're going to just be doing one of the quick missions. We'll go to the quick job list and have a look what there is. We want to get a nice drive and go see one of the cities, I think. That takes us up to Eureka, California. Never heard of that before. And we also want to be driving one of the enormous trucks. Those are the best. So one of these, like this Kenworth here, that's kind of very similar to the sort of trucks we drive in Euro Truck Simulator anyway. So we want to be in one of these giant American lorries. That one's going to take us from Fresno. Not a very interesting. I want in a nice city. So the mission we're going to do is this one, taking car parts from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. So we'll be able to see two of the big cities in the game and have a look around those, hopefully. And we're also going to be, fortunately, doing it in an enormous, ludicrous, ozone layer destroying American lorry. The Kenworth, what is it? Kenworth W900 Studio Sleeper. It even advertises itself as a studio flat. So we're going to be doing that. So we'll accept that job. And away we go. And here we are inside our ginormous American lorry. And just taking a quick look around it for the first time, we have like studded leather around us. We've got an amazing sun visor above us. Let's get rid of this display. We like to do it nice and realistic style on the Corrant channel. There we go, got it right the first time. Two just enormous. We've got a ginormous tack and a ginormous speedometer. Everything's bigger in this lorry. We're doing it USA style, it seems. And looking around, I don't want to turn around first because I want to save that. We've got a window down there, presumably so I don't murder pedestrians as I'm driving around. Studded leather everywhere. This is like a top of the range model. Million dials. All the seats look brilliant. And then let's take a look outside. It's quite difficult to get a good look at the lorries from the outside in this game. Oh, I brought that up again. What do I want? Wrong goddamn buttons. And there we are. And there's me inside looking very rugged, growing an awful Hulk Hogan tash and sideburns. And there's some sort of urn there, presumably for hot tea or bovril. And then a giant exhaust stack. And there we go, looking back. We can see the sleeper cab and the steps up and the endless half mile of bonnet in this ridiculous lorry. Let's go back inside. Oh, and funnily enough, whilst I'm out there, you can actually see me turning the wheel, which is very amusing. I'm back in. Remember, everybody, I'm on a headset, and so it's very difficult to actually use the keyboard to press the camera controls whilst I'm using the headset. So, looking around the lorry again, we can see back here I basically have a studio apartment on wheels. It doesn't actually so much look like a studio apartment as much as a chapel of rest in a funeral parlour. Can I put my head through there so we can have a better look? No, the seat is in the perfect position, actually, annoyingly. But we can see there, I've got a gorgeous window, and I've got all this. What's with the padded leather? I must have spent like £5,000 just on leather in this. But this is about as big as you might get for a studio flat in Britain, this whole thing. So it's pretty ridiculous. I'm surprised there isn't a separate toilet. And then, as always, we can lean out the side in the game. Oh, it's just awesome. It's just enormous, the whole vehicle. So, we shall get underway. We've got a long drive ahead of us. Ooh, now that's a pleasant sound, actually. This sounds good. Some of them have sounded crap. The steering wheel is enormous in front of me. We've got our lorry already hooked up. We've got our sat-nav display, which I would set to have something more interesting. Pop it into drive. And we've had an accident already. Let's just reverse. How the hell am I meant to get out of here if, I mean, Christ, I wasn't exactly doing it crazily. We're out. This is a large convoy that we have. We've got like a motorcade, a one-man motorcade. Oh my god, just look at this. Look at this. How am I meant to get out of here? Truly ridiculous. Oh my god, that's the most... Stop. I'm about to drive out on a red light. Oh dear. And away we go. Now, I have it previously on Corrant's Euro Truck Simulator channel. We played with a full manual 8-shifter gearbox. It was fine for the European lorries. However, this thing has 18 gears, and it doesn't work very well on the on my 8-shifter setup. For some reason, I couldn't get it set up right, and so it'd go from 1 to 6 to 13 to 18, and so it didn't work. I was in 13th all the time and wasn't able to get up. You know, I was either in 2 high revs or 2 low revs because it was going from 6 to 13. So I have set it to real automatic mode, where I manually control whether we're in drive or neutral or reverse, but the vehicle itself is doing the automatic gear changes. However, we are in America, so isn't that more realistic to begin with? Nobody drives manuals over there. Oh my god, we're in the wrong lane! Oh, we're gonna crash into that. This is so difficult just because of the size of the damn thing. Get up the hill. Quick before the lights change. And this lorry sounds terrible. There you can see Las Vegas over there in the distance. And I tell you what, we're going to have a look at Las Vegas. So here we are. I just wanted to take you down this little strip, the Vegas Strip I suppose it is, because these look amazing in 3D, these skyscrapers. It feels exactly like I am driving along next to some enormous skyscrapers. We've got, what can we see here that's recognisable as Vegas? We've got, I don't really recognise any hotel, but it just looks awesome, I can assure you. Really does feel like there are towering skyscrapers around me. We're going to have to do a turn here. Zeppelins in the air. And that looks like one of those like instant wedding chapels right there. And then there's like the fake Eiffel Tower. Got a brake. And there's all these pedestrians and everything, and you can see the fountains just there. Oh, and I recognise that. I don't know what hotel that's called, but there's the like curved hotel. I have a friend who went to Las Vegas. Oh, there's the Eiffel Tower. How cool is all this? And it feels so real. The scaling in VR is perfect. Drifting lane. Sorry, guy behind me. But there we are. We've had a look at Las Vegas. I just definitely thought I had to show you that. It's just so amazing. That building feels just like I'm outside a 400-foot building, 500-foot building. A helicopter over there, look at that. Look at that, people. There is no other experience. If you want a realistic driving experience right now in VR, American Truck Simulator is the game you have to get. Well, now we've had that. Oh, there's that pyramid. I don't know what it's called. Luxor, Hotel Luxor or something like that. Oh, we've got a beautiful sunroof up there. And do you know what? This lorry is actually so ridiculously huge, I can read all the outputs fine anyway. And I can tell you we're getting an amazing 5.6 miles to the gallon. And here we are. Now this is the beef of the trip we're on. We're going to mainly be driving through this sort of a desert, taking in the scenery. And just to tell you the feeling of this, like the different lorries have a different steering sensation, and this one feels huge. It feels heavy, unresponsive. It feels like it is just 400 tons drifting along the road. It looks like we're getting off from this ramp. And in this thing, I do not want to miss exits and stuff, otherwise we'll be screwed. Why is it telling me to do that? I'm coming off and then getting on. I have no idea why it told me to do that. Maybe the game still needs some tweaking, because it literally told me to get off at that exit, come straight back on. So our speed limit is 55. At the moment we're doing 45, I think. I don't know, but it's still quite hard to read those dials. I think that's 50. That'll be 55. I think this is 55. We haven't gotten a speeding ticket, and there's a police officer, so we must not be going over the speed limit yet. There is an ambulance overtaking me, so... And here we are out in the desert now, just looking around. And it's just so pleasant, but one thing I am going to do, because that engine noise is pissing me the hell off, so I'm just going to turn it down a bit. And whilst we're turning down the engine noise, this game also, as like Euro Truck Simulator has multiple radio stations built in that you can stream live. Now, as I've just turned down the volume for the lorry, which was so loud just then, we also have streaming radio stations like in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And a couple of them are, there's a lot of stuff which should get instant copyright takedowns on YouTube. However, because we're in America, we also have like Christian radio stations. And I think, yes, we should. I can't resist that Christian gospel crap. Let's have a listen, I think. Can we get it to work? We've got Christian gospel, Christian Spanish, Christian rock. I tried the Christian rock one and it wouldn't work yesterday, so I'm hoping Christian gospel's going to stream. Oh yes. Oh, that'll do. That will do. Oh yes, everybody. Now we are an American trucker. Held together by the faithful gathered here. I am the rock. I am stained glass and stone, the foundation that this town was built upon, and I've been standing strong and steady all these years, held together by the faithful gathered here. Just having a look around. Now, how much more authentic could we be? We're in a giant American lorry, listening to stupid Christian gospel radio, and delivering, I don't even remember, car parts or something, wasn't it? Machine parts? Let's get past this ridiculously big digger. Burn the engine. Oh, don't break, you moron. I tell you something though, this sat-nav for the style of the American roads is not as easy to understand as the European roads are. Because you're kind of going along and then you see in the distance, oh, the road, am I on the turn-off? Am I not on the turn-off? It's not as easy to understand. But I'm going to be biased and say that we'd of course get it more logically done in Europe. For instance, this lorry, the European equivalent, would, I imagine, get a bit better than 6.1 miles to the gallon. Maybe just a tad better. But they don't care over there, do they? Because of their cheap oil prices. Well, I know the oil's the same price around the world, but they just, you know, they've got a better manufacturing base for it. We've got Los Angeles ahead. Quite far ahead. And just looking around, we've got the scenery of the desert. Well, it looks like there is a yawning expanse either side of me. Like, those mountains do look mountainous and far away. Just look at the goddamn size of this thing. That fucking glove box over there. It looks like I'd be able to put a suitcase in it or something. Let alone gloves. Sorry, I'm drifting. I really quite like the heavy steering. Oh, and look over there, we've got a balloon race going on or something. Popped it in cruise control. We're technically in the wrong lane. Yeah, this does not like corners. Going at whatever that is. Going at 70 at the moment. It's so hard to read it. Sorry, car, almost killed you. Going 70 in a thing the size of a church and as heavy as a church. These corners, I'm having to quite force it in. It's carrying straight on, even though the fucking sat-nav kind of looks like I have to drift into the ramp and then swing back onto the road. Stupid sat-nav. I was getting impatient, I wanted to overtake them. Oh, Barstow discovered. Ooh, we're on a cool bridge. I kind of just totally zone out of whatever the hell these lyrics are. We might have to go Spanish Christian. Oh, fucking get the wheel round. Trucker stop there. Loads of prozzies. And out here is where, people go out, as we all know from Breaking Bad, and cook meth. This isn't very Christian-y. It's ridiculous, but it's not very Christian-y. Oh, we're climbing. Faster, this feels slow. Faster, faster, faster. Please God, actually Jesus, I'll believe in you if you fucking make this song end. And we'll have some good old country and western as we're going along. And, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and he was saying, that he doesn't really get why I enjoy this game. And I said to him, I enjoy it without the VR, but with the VR, it's just so good. It's so immersive. Like, looking out here, the perspectives are perfect. The feeling of being on this, next to this bridge and about to go onto it is exactly like it is in real life if you're approaching a bridge. Just looking out there on the world, and there's Los Angeles, I think, in the where are we going? We're going down here. And I find it just incredibly relaxing, just driving along in the game, enjoying the scenery, listening to a podcast or the radio or something like that. And it's so enjoyable to be able to play it with a wheel and the pedals. And I'm not doing the gears this time, I've just got it in automatic, but you can play it with the gears if you want as well. And with Euro Truck Simulator, look at that, Los Angeles. Going over this highway, look at that, people, it's awesome. And when you're playing the Euro Truck Simulator, sometimes it can feel a bit drab and rainy and a bit grey, but you never get any of that. With the American Truck Simulator, it's all bright and colourful. It's a desert, but and we're here. Now, I would take us into the centre of Los Angeles to have a look at the city and the skyscrapers and stuff. However, it's impossible, unfortunately. There isn't actually a way to get into the city centre. It's just a big ring road of motorways and side roads around it. So some cities you can get right into the centre of, and others you can't. I think the game is more detailed than Euro Truck Simulator. Like, the detail on the textures on that bridge and the arch and the detail on that telegraph pylon, I think there is more detail in this. And it's just great to have a change, And look at all that. That's a lot of detail. That's brilliant. People always have been saying, when are we going to get GTA 5 in 3D on the VR headsets? This isn't far off what you will see when you're in GTA 5 in the VR. You know, all I have to do, all the difference is I'd be driving on the pavement, murdering people. Ugh, these people, they have the biggest lorries in the world, but they don't make their buildings equipped for them. How the hell? I don't know what I've done wrong. Oh, it's all on the cock. That's why. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do a very long retracement. Oh my god, that was bad. Let's figure this out. Right, I'm going to go... How am I going to do this? I'm going to go out again. Now that looks straight enough to park. Yes, we've actually got it in! There we are. rolling down that trailer and success. Excellent, says the game. Excellent. We've gone up a level. We did 346 miles just then. Perfect. Oh, and we get to pick. I always go, you get the most money from long distance, pop it in long distance. Well, that's been our look at American Truck Simulator. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to be in with the chance of winning a copy, enter the Gleam.io competition in the description. And the first 3 people to comment on the video will get a random key for some random game. It won't be some amazing game, but a little treat for anybody who comments. First 3 people who comment in the video. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and join us next time.